Rocky Blyer remembering the victims of Flight 93.
Making a difference in your world.
Collectively, they acted as one to keep September 11th from being a more tragic day than it already is.
They come from across the country and around the world to this field, seemingly in the middle of nowhere. 11-year-old Gabby DiStefano says she feels the presence of those who died on September 11th.
We came here because it's a place of remembrance. I mean, it's amazing to see how many people have been here, and it's important.
For now, there is only a temporary memorial, an area near the crash site where visitors can leave mementos and look out at the grassy meadow where the tragedy occurred. There are plans for a permanent monument, but it is going to cost a lot of money. And that is where Rocky Blyer comes in.
So we get some pictures?
Yes.
Blyer is an icon in southwestern Pennsylvania. He played professional football for the Pittsburgh Steelers in the 1970s and early 80s.
What a heck of a catch that was by Rocky Blyer.
Now he is mobilizing the National Football League champions to raise money for the Flight 93 National Memorial.
I've always felt that if you're in a role of leadership, if you're in a role of a responsibility, and there's a certain responsibility being a professional athlete, there's a certain responsibility of an image, there's a certain responsibility given back to a community that has supported you over the years.
He is giving back by drawing attention to Shanksville with a fundraising event on September 11th at Heinz Field, the Steelers' home stadium, one day after the team opens the new American football season. For Rocky Blyer, who served in the Vietnam War, came home wounded, and then fought his way to the top of the National Football League. The campaign for a permanent memorial to the men and women of Flight 93 is personal.
It's about 40 people who probably were the first combatants in the war on terror, who had devised a plan and executed the plan and had the courage to follow it through.
Blyer worries that America's memories of the Flight 93 victims are growing dim. He says the images of planes hitting New York skyscrapers and the side of the Pentagon remain far more vivid.
Shanksville has a tendency to be the stepsister, kind of, because it was here. It was in rural Pennsylvania, and but yet it has a story, and a very important story. I think more of a story that, as it's told, we can relate to, of those courageous people on board who kind of took charge, and we're trying to take control of the plane.
Remember the acts of heroism of those 40 individuals.
The story is retold each day to the visitors who travel down the 2-lane road to the crash site.
We got lots to talk about.
Vicki DeWeese came with her 2 grandchildren.
It should never be forgotten, the sacrifices that were made by individuals. Never, no.
The permanent Shanksville Memorial is scheduled to open on September 11, 2011. I'm Paula Wolfson for VOA's Making a Difference in Shanksville, Pennsylvania.